Miller. I'm currently with the Lopez Community Land Trust. Community Land Trust works at building sustainable community, and we do that through affordable housing and through supporting sustainable agriculture. There's a lot of pressure for further development, making it just like any other place on the mainland. And it's very difficult for people who work to afford to live here anymore. And farms are becoming wealthy estates rather than being used for farming. So these pressures are huge on this small community.
The work began months before the actual workshop day. We started by engaging local community members in the design process. It was a few people in the very beginning, but because it was an open circle, it continues to grow. On the workshop day, we began by creating a safe and welcoming space for everyone, and we do that by engaging the 4 dimensions of human being: physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. When the safe space is created, we're ready to share stories.
What is your
I actually see her almost every day at school, but I've never heard that story.
I felt some of the weight was lifted off me. I felt heard, I felt seen.
So, I feel like I'm here today to represent past, present, and future healing for our people, because I'm a Coast Salish tribal member. We were seasonal migratory people. We traveled throughout these islands here not too many years ago. We were forcibly removed and put onto reservations, and so the kids that I brought out here, they didn't know they came from anything but reservations. I'm making the choice to be here today, and I'm making the choice to strengthen relationships so that we can have places for our future generations.
On that day, we had 48 participants, and 48 stories were shared. Then the whole group decided on which 8 stories are going to be performed at the end of the day. Aida is our choreographer and a story bridge artist of over 20 years. He worked with local leaders to help people to embody their stories.
I saw folks start out tentatively sometimes, and then you deepen, you allow yourself to go deeper and deeper, and then this happens, this engages even more, and then we begin to forget about the fact that we're being looked at, and we have this experience where the movement becomes more full and more involved and more alive. Does that make sense? Double time.
In the afternoon, people were working in groups and across groups to rehearse and act out their stories. And in this process, we continue to constantly source from each other, source from the group.
More of what I would like to look at when Andre was up and down. She was looking right forward, the body was straight, she wasn't watching the action that was going on either side. I mean, she was so military.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, let's watch the scenes before, because something bigger than us is trying to assemble itself.
At 7:30, we were ready to open the show.
Stories from our lives.
Well, I was kicked out of the military, and I'm I'm a lesbian.
What does that have to do? That doesn't give them the right to discharge you. Don't ever let the military tell you who you are.
In 2010, there was a major earthquake in New Zealand.
He looked at me and he said, Nate, if I can't slam it, I'm done.
Are you afraid of death?
No, I'm not afraid to die, but I wouldn't want to suffer.
No, what's happened to us does not define who we are as people. We define ourselves by our actions.
A lot has changed for our Coast Salish people since first contact. But we stand here today to let you know that we are still here. We know that the best way to neutralize and to heal is to be able to tell your story.
I think issues like affordable housing and affordable access to farm land and for farmers is that it can be very controversial. People who need assistance in anything can feel a sense of shame. They can feel a sense of discrimination. When you're able to build a real solid relationship with someone, then you can get into topics that normally wouldn't be easily spoken about. And we can also be more relaxed and share information, I think, in a deeper way.
In the rising of a longhouse that was a Samish and Lummi, and for the whites who are here, for the Latinos.
It's like for me, I'm like trying to figure out ways like how do I either learn, take what I have here and start give that to another community, or even directly, how do we create relationships, maybe even internationally, but also, maybe in Skagit Valley or somewhere that's not that far away.
I would start an investment group on Lopez that looked first for a new moral compass around the investing opportunities, but then would get real busy real quickly about making the investments for the generation wealth opportunities that are going to occur over the next 5 to 7 years.
And it was an honor to be here with you guys. And, I don't want to say goodbye. I'll just say, until we see each other again.
Yes, Storybridge is truly a bridge. It's a bridge between people that normally wouldn't easily happen. I've just never seen a more powerful tool for building relationship among people who would not normally relate to one another. And I also see it as an extremely powerful tool of empowerment of people who normally may not be aware of their own power. When you're dealing with people's stories, you're dealing with context for people. So there's no way I can plan what's going to come out of Storybridge. All I know is these individual people are finding their passion, their own soul force in a way they haven't necessarily felt before. And they'll find an avenue to express that. And I just look forward to that unfolding.